Good morning, students. In the last classes, we have learnt about the 5 generations of the computer. We have learnt that there are 5 generations, that first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation and fifth generation. And we have learnt only first generation computers. That in first generation computer, vacuum tubes were there, magnetic drums were there. They were very expensive. They used to take lots of time, and the input was given through punch cards and the outputs came out through prints. So all this we have learned in the first generation computer. Now we will learn about the second generation computer. In second generation computer, that electric transistor was replaced by the heavy vacuum tubes. Sorry, I've told the wrong. The electric transistor replaced the heavy vacuum tubes. Means in the first generation computer, vacuum tubes were there, but in second generation computer, vacuum tubes were replaced. Now came electric transistors. Okay, so these transistors occupied lesser space and had higher operating speed. It also contained magnetic cores technology, and that was the change from magnetic drums. In first generation we have learnt magnetic drums were present, but now in second generation magnetic core technology is present. Okay, and here the output and the input and the output remain the same for the as it was in the first generation. Okay, here size and cost of the second generation computers were reduced to a great extent because that vacuum tube were replaced by the electric transistor. That's why. Now third generation computer. In third generation computer, what came? Many transistors, resistors and capacitors were integrated into a single circuit. That is called the integrated circuit. The integrated circuits were invented in 1964. Okay, this generation of computers was much smaller and cheaper, and this time keyboard was used as input device. This is the first generation. Okay, that is the in third generation, first time keyboard was used as the input device, and CPU also was used to run multiple instructions at a time, and the monitor was used to display the output. So in third generation computer, what came? Keyboard came, CPU also came, and integrated circuit. Okay, next come to fourth generation computers. What is there in fourth generation computer? The computers we use today were invented around 1975. These are much smaller in size and cheaper than their previous ones. Okay, now it contained microprocessor, that is a single chip. Okay, that is microprocessor, and these computers can be connected to form a network using LSIC and VLSI. What is the full form of LSIC? That is large scale integrated circuits and very large scale integrated circuits technology. By this way they are connected on a small silicon chip. Okay, that is in it is a single chip. Then it came then internet came in. During this fourth generation, internet we have been introduced. Next come to fifth generation computers. In fifth generation computer, use of optic fibers has revolutionized the world of computers. Fifth generation computers imitate intelligent human behavior, and so they are called artificially intelligent. Okay, so today up to this much. Next day we will learn about the inside questions of this chapter. Then we will start the exercise. Thank you.